Why are ghosts attacking a 13-year-old girl? What shocking secret are her parents hiding? Don't miss out. An incredible investigation by the clairvoyants. You are watching Psychic Investigations, a project of exclusively true and astonishing stories. People who call themselves clairvoyants investigate complex criminal cases and shocking mystical anomalies. Katya is 13. She studies at school and lives with her parents. As a straight A student, she participates in many academic competitions.
She's a very talented and creative girl, the pride of the school.
Katya comes from a creative family. Her mother is the vice principal of the local art school, while her father is the director of the cultural center. She's been involved in ballroom dancing since she was little, and a few years ago, she and her partner won the national championship. However, Katya has stopped leaving home recently. She's not going to school, meeting with her friends, or dancing because of an apparition from beyond that's threatening her life.
She hears a man constantly calling her.
He stands, shrouded in fog, and keeps calling me.
After this, Katya starts having an unbearable headache. She loses consciousness, and doctors struggle for hours to revive her.
It was terrifying. The ambulance arrived. They said had it been just a little longer then.
This can happen anywhere, and for no apparent reason. During her last attack, an ambulance took Katya from school to the intensive care unit.
I saw Katya get very, very sick. She turned bluish right before my eyes.
The doctors practically brought her back from the other side. Her heart had stopped.
She said, "Save me, Mommy, I'm dying." I told her, "No, Katya, everything will be fine." But she doesn't believe anyone can help her anymore.
Doctors can't explain what's happening to the girl.
The examinations show nothing. We can't find the cause.
Her parents sought help from the leading medical experts of the nation. They had her examined in the capital.
When we arrived, the professor said this couldn't be happening. He said it was some kind of anomaly.
I don't want to dream or live. I feel awful.
These visions are very concerning. It seems to be something from the parallel world.
The parents fear for their only daughter. What's happening to her forces them to seek help from the country's strongest psychics.
She's our only child. We'll do anything.
The experts of our project, Hala Polishchuk and Anna Galiers, are going to investigate the paranormal phenomena that are souring Katya's life.
Today I dreamt of a spirit board which I, like my superpowers, inherited from my grandmother. I think I should use it.
Anna Galier conducts a seance.
Her spirit's here.
S-P-D. Spirits.
A clue from my grandmother. Spirits, child, sin. Who is the child? Katya? But I don't sense any sin. And what are the spirits?
Oh.
It's unbelievable. The pen flew out of the clairvoyant's hand. The candles suddenly went out altogether, but the room's windows and doors are shut, and there's no draft.
Oh Lord, there's someone else in here. Besides Grandma's spirit? Something pulled the pen out of my hand. It wasn't Grandma's spirit. And then it blew out the candles, preventing me from communicating with her. What is it? And what does it want? I don't understand.
Anna Galier's colleague, Hala Polishchuk, is also experiencing strange visions. She's working with Katya's photo at home.
When you test someone's photo, you usually immediately see some future, distant or near. But I can't grasp anything here. I've never experienced anything like this. I sense a void, and something dark is approaching, making it hard to breathe.
The clairvoyants head out to meet the girl's family.
Hello.
Hello.
This is truly our last hope.
Something is draining your energy like a spirit. It's taking your strength.
Yes. Yes.
It feels like there's some kind of force nearby.
I can't get enough air and suffocate. Sometimes I feel cold behind me.
Spirits possess negative necrotic energy. If a spirit attaches itself to someone without a protective ritual, they will rapidly lose strength and could even die.
It's horrifying. Will Katya truly die? Can she be saved?
Tell me, please, is there a man currently in the house?
There are no men in the house.
It was strange. I saw a man's silhouette in the window. I need there. The room was filled with spirits of men, women, and children. They all wanted something from Katya. But what? And who were they?
It turned out Katya doesn't see the man's spirit alone. She's haunted by many ghosts.
She says, "Mom, you don't see them." But I do. There's a girl with pigtails and a boy clenching his fists.
As soon as the psychics entered the house, Katya suddenly felt unwell.
Any contact with a spirit drains a lot of energy, even from experienced mediums.
Is your head spinning? Sit down.
Calm down. Relax.
In a few minutes, Katya felt better.
The man's silhouette. It's calling me to that room.
It's Katya's room.
The spirit of an elderly man is present in the room. He has gray hair and hollow, haunting eyes. Oh Lord, he's staring at me so eerily.
According to Katya, she sees many spirits, including a man similar to the one Anna Galliers has just described.
This is he who's constantly calling me. He wears a white shirt and has a gray beard. He's about 50.
Neither me nor my husband see him.
All these visions the girl had, they were too strange. Why were so many spirits haunting her when she hadn't done anything?
I've never read fortune or summoned spirits. Such things are not a joke.
But they were still haunting her. It was obvious. Now I hear a horseman's voice. What are you doing here? This is my house.
He wants us to leave.
It seems it's the spirit of the house's former owner. This room was his favorite place.
Do you know what he was like? He was obsessed with money.
This house was built sometime before 1917. It's pretty old. Someone connected to trade lived here.
And this room is where he hid his money.
That's possible.
Elderly people say the man was indeed greedy and lived alone. He also died in the house.
We need a container with water. We'll cleanse Katya's room so she doesn't feel afraid in here.
What happened? As soon as Hala Polishchuk lit a candle, Anna Galliers dropped the bowl of water, as if someone knocked it out of her hands. The clairvoyant ran out of the house in a panic.
I had a terrible vision. In it, someone hit Katya on the head and she lost consciousness from the pain. Nearby was the spirit of a woman with her skull fractured.
Katya's attacks, which leave her on the brink of death, always begin with a headache.
I see something resembling a hammer. Someone keeps hitting a woman's head with it relentlessly.
I hear voices. There's a lot of movement. The voices are noisy. They're children's. This is connected to your condition.
Her worst attacks happen during lessons.
Yes.
We need to hurry to the school.
Katya and I will go. All right? Your worries are interfering with us a bit.
Yes, I'm worried.
I felt someone pushing me in the back. It was a spirit. And it seemed to be looking for someone. Could it be Katya?
Incredible. But people indeed see a ghost at this school occasionally.
My classmates and I saw a ghost. It seemed to turn the corner.
I was walking down the corridor and saw some flickering light. It had no shape. It stood still and seemed to be watching me.
What's this puddle of blood?
Anna, what's wrong?
My head is splitting. Where's the exit?
There.
This wasn't just a murder. I saw some bloody carnage.
This is awful. What happened at Katya's school?
Let's step away. I saw an elderly woman. She was murdered at...
This was someone who worked at this school, definitely.
There was a teacher at the school, and a boy killed her with a hammer.
It turned out that in March of last year, one of the senior students indeed murdered a retired teacher who gave private lessons at home. At the interrogation, the killer made a shocking confession. He wanted to avenge his girlfriend. The boy came to the lesson with a hammer and killed his teacher to death.
He claimed she'd insulted his girlfriend, and he decided to take revenge.
I didn't understand why the teacher's spirit was haunting Katya. After all, she wasn't connected to her murder. I tried to contact the spirit of the murdered woman, but I couldn't.
Some kind of force was literally leading us in circles, preventing us from uncovering the true cause of what Katya sees before her attacks.
The psychics moved further away from the school to avoid being overwhelmed by the energy of the murder.
We needed to find out why external spirits were bothering Katya. Hala, I feel very negative energy around the girl. It was sent by an older woman.
I think it's my husband's ex-wife. She wished a lot of harm, especially to my daughter.
For both of Katya's parents, this is their second marriage. Inya didn't have children with her first husband, while Ole has an adult son, who is a historian and archaeologist.
My husband's first wife is our obvious antagonist. She said, "The ground will burn beneath you."
What's her name?
The same as yours.
Hala? Did you take her husband away?
I didn't take him away from her.
She bears a great grudge against you.
She didn't want to let go of her husband.
Inna and Ole began living together when he was over 50, and she was 26. Many condemned them because of the age difference, especially since Ole had lived with his first wife for 30 years.
Could the attacks on your daughter be caused by that woman? Where does she live? We'll go there.
I can't. I won't go. I've endured so much from her.
The clairvoyants and the crew spent an hour convincing Inna to go with them. Inna agreed, on the condition that her husband also came along.
Can I go in alone, without my parents?
All right, we'll wait in the van. Just protect her, you know, in case she lashes out.
Katya and the psychics go to see the woman.
It seems she noticed the cameras and won't open the door.
She doesn't want to talk to us.
You know, I have my Dad's son, phone number.
Ole is Katya's stepbrother. He's over 40 years old. He almost never speaks to his father, so Katya has only seen him a few times.
Hello, Ole, could we talk to your mother? Why not? Is she not in town?
No, she's here. It's not that she won't talk to you. She absolutely can't stand my father's current wife.
You don't want to help your sister at all?
I've written her off from my life. Help her mother first.
I don't understand why, but I feel a very strong connection between the woman who lives here and your mother.
There's some sort of blood connection.
I don't know.
Let's talk to the parents. Don't blame her. This woman's life crumbled when she lost you. She didn't know what she was doing. She can't forgive.
I don't wish her harm, and
I felt that everything the first wife of Katya's father did was aimed at scaring Ina and bringing her husband back to the family.
What puzzles me is why you, Ina, didn't want to meet her. That's how someone behaves when they feel guilty. What is the guilt about?
It's not just infidelity on the husband's part. It's yours too, Ina. I sensed a strong blood connection between you and her.
Blood connection?
yes,
She's like a mother to you.
that's terrible.
I've known Ina all her life. She's my first wife's relative.
So that's why my grandmother's spirit gave me a clue at the beginning of the investigation. Spirit, child, sin.
Ole held a high position in the local government. So the news of him leaving his wife for her 26-year-old niece echoed throughout the area.
Everyone discussed it.
But the problems in his previous family, according to Ole, started long before his relationship with Ina.
I would have left her anyway, and she knew that perfectly well.
That's life. Katya's parents just wanted to be happy. They fought for their love. I don't sense any sin that could have affected their child this way.
But why does Katya see ghosts everywhere?
Suddenly, images from my very first prophetic dream came to me. I thought maybe Katya also had prophetic dreams.
It's unbelievable. It turned out that Katya indeed has dreams that come true later.
They come true within 1 day to 2 weeks.
We were going to a competition, but in the morning she said, "Mom, I'm not going."
I had a dream that we were going there. And then the bus overturned.
We phoned her partner. His mom was shocked and said they'd go. So they went, and the bus overturned. Fortunately, it ended well. Nobody was hurt, not a single scratch.
I couldn't stop wondering why I couldn't see the girl's future. When you test someone's photo, you usually immediately see some future, distant or near. But here, I couldn't grasp anything. Then I realized everything. The answer was right in front of us. Katya is an unusual child. She's just like Anna and me. She's a psychic. That's why I couldn't read her future. It's forbidden information. Each of us is given a mission, and not everyone needs to know it.
The other world is very complex. Often spirits who have just passed into the afterlife can't immediately adapt to the new conditions. When they encounter someone who can see them, they sometimes just want to talk or ask for help. I inherited my medium gift from my grandmother. But Katya, your grandmother also had extraordinary abilities, didn't she?
She could look at someone and say what was happening to them and what awaited them.
Strangely, when Katya's grandmother was dying, she asked to bring her granddaughter.
She really wanted to hold Katya's hand.
In this way, your grandmother wanted to pass her gift to you. But she did it later. I see you as a baby in a cradle, and above it leans the spirit of your grandmother. She touches your head and says, "I will always be with you." I finally understood who had been interfering with us from the very beginning of the investigation, who knocked the pen out of my hand, blew out the candles, and kept leading us astray.
It was the spirit of Katya's grandmother. She serves higher powers. Her task is to protect and guard her gifted granddaughter until she learns to control her gift. We need to return home to wrap this up.
will give you a protective charm. It will guard you until you learn to protect yourself. We need a calmer atmosphere to explain something important to you, Katya. I want to tell you that the main thing right now is not to be afraid of spirits or any other manifestations of your gift. The superpowers is a huge responsibility. Listen to yourself and you'll understand everything. The main thing is to act with kindness and love in your heart. And when you feel an otherworldly presence, say a prayer to protect yourself.
I am deeply grateful to the clairvoyants for helping me understand myself. I will live and cherish every moment.
Thank you, sincerely.
A vengeful spirit in black is trying to kill a young mother of 2 children. Don't miss out. What is the ghost avenging, and why will the living woman seek forgiveness from her? Natalia Nadilska from Ukraine sent our editorial team a video she filmed in her apartment. It allegedly shows a poltergeist that the woman claims has been haunting her.
I've never encountered anything like this before, and I'm terrified.
Natalia says she got a good look at the entity, and she's certain it's a woman's spirit that has taken up residence in her home.
Black eyes, very long hair, and she wears a black robe. She's incredibly scary.
Initially, Natalia only saw the spirit. It first occurred almost 2 years ago when Natalia was alone in her apartment.
She stood right here, looking at me like this. I was so shocked that I froze, staring at her. She didn't disappear or move. She just kept staring at me. I quickly ran in to block the door with a stool and all the chairs. Then I was just sitting there, trembling.
Since then, the mysterious ghost has been appearing daily in Natalia's home, terrifying her.
I was standing here cooking when I heard someone breathing behind me. I turned around and saw a black shadow in the hallway.
According to Natalia, the unknown spirit appears in her home both day and night.
There were no drafts. Everything was closed. The door opened all the way here to the wall, and then closed. It felt like someone entered the room. I went to check, thinking maybe the kids did it, but they were asleep.
Natalia is 27 years old. She is and an excellent mother to her 2 sons, a first grader Vlad and younger Andriy, who recently turned 5.
She's a great mother. She's extremely attentive to her children.
After an unsuccessful marriage, Natalia raised her sons on her own for some time. But recently, she met a man she fell in love with. Her fiancé is currently working abroad, and her fear for her children only grows, especially since both sons have also started seeing the unknown ghost.
My younger one ran to me screaming, "A scary woman! She's all dark!" He didn't speak for 3 days after that.
Natalia is currently taking Andriy to see a child psychotherapist, as the boy feels constant fear.
He's been asking me for almost a year now, "Mom, won't you die? I'm scared."
And then, the terrifying stranger in black started appearing to Natalia's elder son, both in his dreams and in reality.
In his dream, I was tied up with my hands behind my back, my mouth taped with duct tape, and I was in a closet.
I woke up and saw Mom sitting there, and then a woman came. She had very long hair, and Mom was crying. She was scary.
And the woman said, "Watch me kill her."
I woke up and went to the kitchen to drink some water. Then I went to the balcony, and there she was. The same woman. I don't know how she got there so fast.
Soon, other members of Natalia's family also witnessed the spirit's appearances.
The doors would open when there was no draft in the apartment, no one else around. It gets creepy.
I was holding little Vlad when the door slammed shut. I couldn't believe it, and then a woman just walked past me, like she was going to the balcony. She was all black, and her hair was black.
3 months ago, after Natalia found out she was pregnant, the ghost in black began a full-on attack.
She chokes me in my dreams. I can't even talk about it.
Things took a turn for the worse. As Natalia was leaving her apartment to pick up her sons from her mother's, she suddenly felt someone push her in the back. Pregnant, she rolled down more than 10 stairs.
I just fell down from there. I don't know how it happened. I went to the emergency ward as I couldn't stand on my leg, and they put a cast on it. I barely got back home.
Exhausted and scared, Natalia decided to lie down and rest. But as soon as she decided to close her eyes, she saw a massive wardrobe falling on her.
The wardrobe was here. I spread the bed and lay down. And it fell on the bed.
Natalia hardly jumped away at the last moment, but when she looked up, she saw the ghost of the black-haired stranger levitating above her old wardrobe.
I couldn't utter a word. She was so terrifying. She's haunting me. I don't know who she is. I don't know why she came to me.
The young mother lives a modest life, earning money by making embroidered icons and sewing costumes for the local theater. She says she lives an honest life, hasn't dabbled in magic, and all her attempts to get rid of the entity on her own have been futile. In tears, she begs the psychics to save her and her family from the deadly attack of the mysterious woman in black.
I really want them to come and help me.
Natalia's request was answered, and the psychics Kayal Alekperov and Olena Kurilova agreed to help.
Olena, I've been working with Natalia's photo, and my djinns told me something strange. They said when I see similar stars, it will mean we're on the wrong track. I can't make sense of it.
Last night I had a strange dream. You and I were in it. There were some high-rise buildings around and a tree was cut down. And there was a knife between us, covered in blood. Wait. Here it is. Here it is.
Is that the cut-down tree you mentioned?
Suddenly I noticed a gravestone nearby with bright pink flowers on it.
There's no name, surname, or date on the stone. Who was it put for, and what happened at this location?
I see a little girl's body. She's lying on the ground. She's about 8 years old. There's a woman next to her. Her mom. They were murdered.
Does this have anything to do with Natalia, who reached out to the psychics?
To sort it out, we needed to learn at least some information about the crime. Olena, there are locals standing over there. Let's ask them.
Do you live here? Hello. Do you happen to know if there's ever been a murder here?
Yes.
Did it involve a little girl?
Yes, a little girl and her mom, Irina. She lived in the first section of the building, and she and her daughter were coming back after a birthday party.
It turned out that the tragedy occurred in August 2009. In broad daylight, in this quiet neighborhood, a mother and daughter were stabbed. The girl died on the spot, and her mother passed away a few hours later in the hospital. The locals are still shocked by that.
It was so painful and shocking for everyone.
The man who did this appears to be insane.
He's mentally unstable and had been in a psychiatric hospital, but they managed to get him out, under his parents' supervision.
At some point, the young man sneaked out of home, and the local woman and her daughter were unlucky to pass by when it happened.
They were walking dressed in white, and he, with his head out of order, must have taken them for doctors.
But what does Natalia have to do with this?
Olena, my book is telling me some strange things. The child left on the doorstep is alive. And also, Natalia's child has 2 mothers.
Is it possible that one of her children is adopted?
I don't know what to make out of it yet.
We were in for a truly shocking discovery.
Thank you so much for coming.
Look, you are pregnant? Zan, before we start working, I'd like to give you this amulet. It will be your protection charm.
Natalia, I have a rather strange question. Are both your sons your biological children?
Yes, they are.
Do you mean you never adopted children?
No. If my life turns out well, I'd like to adopt a child. I want to have a daughter.
Natalia, this morning, my djinns told me about a child at a doorstep. You know, back in the day, people would leave their newborns at the doorsteps of wealthy families' homes. Did something like that ever happen to you?
A child at a doorstep? I don't know.
Did your parents live in this apartment before?
Yes.
Did you spend your childhood here?
Yes.
We need to scan your apartment. I hope you don't mind.
Please do.
Natalia enters, but Kyle Alekperov suddenly stops his colleague.
I just had a vision. A crashed car on the road. 3 bodies lie on the road. A dark-haired woman and 2 little boys. And a voice. Someone shouted, "Natalia!"
Natalia has 2 children, 2 boys. Could this be her future?
I don't know.
The concerned psychics make their way to Natalia's apartment.
The box where I keep my ritual items suddenly opened on its own. It's a sign. This is where you first saw the woman in black.
She stood here.
I see her entering your apartment. Let's go inside.
The psychics ask for silence and slowly walk through the entire apartment.
I thought maybe it had something to do with the apartment. Perhaps a child died here. No, there's no dead child here.
Then, why does the ghost in black has been haunting this place?
Who is this woman? Am I related to her? Do I even know her?
Let me try to summon her spirit to understand who she is. She's come. She's here.
What does she want?
She seems to be reaching out to you. I asked the spirit why she was haunting Natalia. And she said Natalia had to give her someone, or she would kill her.
Oh God!
This is terrifying. The mirror tilted by itself in the hallway.
This is impossible. This mirror is very heavy. It stood like this, and it just tilted itself.
Let's get out of here, quick.
What kind of spirit is this? The woman was murdered. She wasn't alone. Here's the card of a child.
But then I turned to the people gathered in front of the building and suddenly saw a woman's spirit next to them. She looked incredibly like the woman who was hunting Natalia. The spirit said, "Where are my children?" There's the spirit of a black-haired woman standing behind you.
Dark hair. Black eyes.
That's my daughter.
Was your daughter murdered?
She died in a car crash.
You also suffered. I see you driving a car. Next to you was this dark-haired woman, and in the back seat were 2 angels.
My wife and children. Only I survived. Why did God punish me like this?
This man's name is Volodymyr. His wife and 2 young sons were killed in a horrific car crash. The family was going to the village where the children's grandfather lived when a Jeep suddenly appeared in the oncoming lane. It was impossible to avoid a head-on collision.
I wasn't seriously injured. I only had a scratched nose, but my wife and children died.
I see the man who caused the crash. He's wealthy and successful.
Yes, an influential person, a politician.
It turns out that Volodymyr and his wife's mother were going about their business and happened to see the renowned psychics. Volodymyr says he can't sleep at night because he lost his entire family and his life's purpose due to the man who neglected all safety regulations and drove drunk.
The doctors took a blood test after the accident. His blood alcohol level was through the roof.
We're here to help this woman. Do you know her?
I've never seen you before.
This is Natalia. She's being haunted by the spirit of a dark-haired woman who looks very much like your wife. What was her name, by the way?
Natalia.
Even their names are the same. Hold on, wait. This is the car accident I saw in my vision earlier today before entering the building. I saw a crashed car on the road and someone shouted, "Natalia!" But are these two stories connected?
As soon as we started talking about the woman killed on the road, Natalia suddenly started having trouble breathing.
I couldn't breathe in, no matter what I did.
After a while, the poor woman fortunately started to feel better.
I'm sick. I can't breathe.
Breathe. Hold on to the amulet. The dark-haired woman haunted Natalia's apartment because of a child. And then the spirit of the woman who died in the accident also started talking about children. Wait, she says, "Mom, where are my children?"
She asked me this. I dreamed that she came and asked, "Where are my children? Why am I here alone without my children?"
If the woman and children died in the same accident, why doesn't she know her children are dead? Why is she looking for them in the world of the living? And what does Natalia have to do with this?
My book says the woman is looking for her sons because she doesn't know they are dead.
They died on the 10th. She was in a coma for a while and then passed away.
It turned out that after the collision, Natalia immediately came to, and without waiting for the ambulance, asked one of the drivers to take her and her husband and children to the hospital.
She entered the hospital on her own, but only then did she slip into a coma.
Volodimir's wife was taken to the intensive care, and a few minutes later, he was informed that both his sons had died.
People in a coma are stuck between the worlds of the living and the dead. Apparently, the mother didn't know her children were dead, so she was looking for them. My book is telling me that your wife is here to tell us that she can't find her children. However, she has nothing to do with Natalia. We must help your wife cross over and reunite with her children.
I can sense her now. She's here? She says, "I love you."
I love her more than anything in the world.
You'll be with me, but don't hurry.
Later, Volodymyr confessed that after losing his family, he indeed thought about suicide more than once.
You are a strong man and you must live on. Leave all thoughts of an early death behind.
You need to let her go. Ask her to go.
Go and be with our kids.
I saw the woman's spirit smile and disappear slowly.
Go, my darling.
But before she left us all together, Natalia told me, "I will help you," she said. "Look for her who ruined the wedding." Who does she mean?
I had a friend, Mariana. She was my bridesmaid. She stuck 2 pins into my door. When I found them, I pulled them out with my bare hands and threw them in the trash.
Natalia says her ex-husband proposed to her just a few months after they started dating. She immediately agreed. She had a wonderful wedding, and soon after found something strange in her apartment.
I saw those pins here. Curved, like this.
Natalia claims there was nothing on the door while she was cleaning her home before the wedding, but after it, she found the horrifying discovery, and the pins were of an unusual shape. The bride was stunned by the find, as no one other than her mother and bridesmaid had been in the room where she was getting ready. Frightened, she immediately called her mother.
Natalia called me and said, "Mom, did you put the pins on the door?" I said, "Why would I put pins on the door?" She said, "There are pins on both sides of the door in the room."
Why did you think your bridesmaid Mariana did this?
I called her and said, I found something at home, but her answer was, are you implying that I put the pins in your door?
Stop. Did you tell her what exactly you'd found and where? Did she know it?
I simply told her I found something at home.
It's indeed strange how the bridesmaid could have known about the pins in the door. And does this have anything to do with the dark-haired woman's spirit?
After that discovery, your husband changed.
He started drinking heavily.
Was he aggressive?
Yes. One day, I simply packed his things and told him to go away.
Natalia says she couldn't understand what had happened to the man who had loved her so much, especially given that he had been trying to win her heart ever since they both were at school.
He was after me since we were 14. Eventually, we got together. We lived here. Everything was perfect. He was simply ideal.
However, the marriage didn't last long, and Natalia thinks the strange find was the reason.
I know that putting pins in a door is done to cause a scandal. If someone is capable of magic with pins, they might also be capable of summoning spirits.
Let's check your bridesmaid. I felt we were about to uncover a secret, but I never imagined it would be connected to a terrible double murder.
Watch the next episode to find out how the most mystical investigation in the project resolves and what actually happened at Natalia's wedding.
My cards show that there was some very intimate flirting.
I understand.
Who is the woman in black? And why did she start the deadly hunt?
Natalia, she says you took her daughter and kept her.
Don't miss out. The psychics will reveal the secret of a murdered girl.
I wanted to have a daughter. I never meant any harm to your child.
We'd never encountered anything like that in all our years in the project.
The ghost of a dark-haired woman haunts a young mom from western Ukraine.
Black eyes. Very long hair. And she wears a black robe. She's incredibly scary.
The ghost first appeared in Natalia Nedilska's home 2 years ago.
She stood right here, looking at me like this.
Then, the stranger's spirit started appearing both day and night.
There were no drafts. Everything was closed. The door opened all the way here to the wall and then closed. It felt like someone entered the room.
And just as Natalia found out she was pregnant with her third child, the spirit of the woman began a deadly attack. It choked the poor woman and dropped a wardrobe on her.
The wardrobe was here. It fell on the bed.
It even pushed her down the stairs.
I barely got back home.
The young mother is desperate.
I wept and screamed. I'm scared.
Our project's strongest experts, Kayal Alekperov and Olena Kurilova, took up the investigation.
My djinns told me when I see similar stars, it will mean we're on the wrong track.
Olena Kurilova described a dream where she saw herself and Kayal at the scene of a murder, and soon after, the psychics found that very place.
I see a little girl's body. She's lying on the ground. There's a woman next to her. Her mom. They were murdered.
What's frightening is that, according to the psychics, Natalia is somehow connected to this murder. Kayal Alekperov tried to find the connection and was stunned by what he sensed.
My book is telling me the child left at the doorstep is alive. And also, Natalia's child has two mothers.
Natalia assured the psychics that both her sons are her biological children. She never found any babies on her doorstep, and she doesn't understand who the dark-haired woman is.
What does she want from me?
Kayal Alekperov summoned the spirit from the afterlife.
Oh God.
I decided to hurry and get everyone outside.
But outside, the psychics received new information that changed the entire course of the investigation.
Look for her who ruined the wedding. Who does she mean?
I had a friend, Mariana. She was my bridesmaid. She stuck 2 pins into my door. When I found them, I pulled them out with my bare hands and threw them in the trash. I called her and said, Mariana, I found something at home. But her answer was, are you implying that I put the pins in your door?
Wait, did you tell her what exactly you'd found and where? Did she know it?
She didn't know.
Natalia is certain if Mariana knew where the needles were, it means she put them there herself.
I thought it was possible that the whole story with the bridesmaid was indeed connected to the woman in black.
In search of the reason for the appearance of the mysterious woman in black, the psychics and Natalia head to Mariana's.
Good evening. We'd like to talk to Mariana.
It turns out that this is Mariana's mother. The woman immediately goes inside to call her daughter.
Are you Mariana? My name is Olena Kurilova. This is Kayal Alekperov.
Mariana, you see, after the wedding, Natalia found some strange needles in her door. Do you know anything about it?
No.
But Mariana, I phoned you and told you I'd found something at my place. And you said, "Are you trying to say I stuck it in your door?" We did have that conversation, didn't we?
Mariana, how come you knew about the needles in the door?
Did you stick those needles in the door?
No, I would never do this.
However, the needles in the door were left by a woman's hand. And it was connected to Natalia's ex-husband, Ihor. All right, Mariana, look. Before Ihor and Natalia's wedding, did you have a relationship with him?
No.
But the cards say you did. Did you at least flirt with him?
Well, we joked with each other occasionally, and he could hug or kiss me.
It sounds too intimate to be just flirting.
Could Mariana, due to her affection for Natalia's ex-husband, have resorted to magic?
Please put your hand down. I want to check what I sense. For some reason, I kept seeing a pattern of certain stars. It's like a symbol that connects you both.
I have this tattoo.
And you, Natalia, also have it, right?
Yes.
According to what I sensed, Mariana was imitating Natalia. Did you want to be like her? To be as bright as her?
Maybe a little. It's life, you know?
When I see similar stars, it means we're on the wrong track. Mariana, it's not your fault that the ghost in black has been haunting Natalia. And according to my senses, you learned about the needles in the door from your mother, as she is friends with Natalia's mother.
But who then is responsible for the strange charm of the pins that Natalia found after the wedding?
It was done by a woman who wanted their marriage to break down. And it worked. I think you both should finally reconcile.
Please forgive me if you can.
I immediately felt better.
The psychics and Natalia come back to the van.
The dark woman from the afterlife is following you because of a child. Who are you?
My djinns say she's a mother who's seeking revenge on Natalia for her child.
It's my first fiancé's mother.
It turned out that when Natalia was 19, she became pregnant by a boy named Nazar, whom she had been dating for several years. The couple decided to get married, but on the eve of the wedding, Natalia canceled the ceremony.
I had very serious health problems. It was really bad. I gained a lot of weight and spent 9 months in the hospital.
And your fiancé?
He found a new girlfriend, and I hated him for that.
Natalia says she almost lost her son due to the stress she experienced, but thanks to the support of her friends and family, she overcame the pain.
We were supposed to get married, but we canceled the wedding, and I stopped communicating with him.
But I couldn't understand why Nazar's mother would seek revenge on Natalia. Then the djinns told me, it's all about a hit job.
Suddenly, Natalia started telling a story about her first fiancé, Nazar, and it shocked everyone.
He approached my friend and said, "There's a girl named Natalia who lives not far from yours. I want you to hit her, so she has a miscarriage."
It's not a man, but a demon.
Witnesses to this conversation were a group of local men who have known Natalia since she was little.
They beat him up because of me and said, "If you so much as touch her or come within 500 meters of her, the baby will cripple you," and he reported them to the police.
In the report, The man claimed that Natalia had ordered his murder, and her friends were the intended perpetrators.
I was in the hospital at the time. A policeman called me and told me to come to the station. I said, I can't, I'm at the hospital, but he insisted I should come.
So Natalia still went to the station, but after talking to the police officers, no charges were brought against her, and the case was closed due to a lack of evidence.
But I felt that after the incident, a woman decided to get rid of Natalia once and for all. I see her, but I can't make out her face. She's standing with her back to me. She has a handkerchief in her hands, and she's scattering earth by the door of the apartment where you live.
I found the earth by my door twice.
I sensed the earth was from a cemetery.
Could it be that the earth from the cemetery has bound the murderous spirit to Natalia?
From what I sensed, the woman who scattered earth by the door of Natalia's apartment was connected to the man Natalia planned to marry.
It turned out that the girl Nazar met soon became his wife. And every time she saw Natalia, she would happily show off her wedding ring to her.
She would say, "Oh, look, I have the ring," I said. "So what? Godspeed you." And when I was already far away with Vlad, she wished me to die. And then, when I already knew about the earth, I went to her and said, "Katya, did you put the earth under my door?" But she answered it wasn't her, but her mother-in-law.
This is how she gave the other woman away.
A shocking revelation. Could Nazar's mother be behind everything that is happening to Natalia?
We simply had no other option but to check the woman.
Half an hour later, the psychics are at the place where the mother of Natalia's ex-fiancé lives.
Who's there?
Natalia.
I'm Elena Kirilova, a psychic. This is Kayal Alekperov.
I know.
What's your name?
Elena.
We saw that someone brought cemetery earth to Natalia's doorstep. And it turned out it was supposedly you.
No.
I went to see your Katya, and I asked her, "Did you put the earth under my door?" And she said, "No, my mother-in-law did it."
Your daughter-in-law gave you away. The woman was clearly at a loss for words. Have you ever used the service of witches or fortune tellers?
I have once, but I did it for myself.
What I sensed clearly indicated that the cemetery earth was the work of a fortune teller. Someone who was paid to put a curse on someone to death.
I swear, I don't even know where you live.
That's easily checked. Draw a card. Just one. You clearly disliked her.
I did.
But I couldn't understand the reason for such animosity towards Natalia. Did you think the baby wasn't from your son?
Yes.
It turned out that after the birth of Natalia's eldest son, his grandmother had never come to see him.
The child is from your son. You can have a DNA test if you like.
I don't need it.
You seem to be afraid that they will ask you for money for the child.
I can't say it. I don't know.
Look, I don't need anything from you.
Give me your hand, please. I feel you didn't do the curse on Natalia.
I swear. I didn't go anywhere or put anything under her door.
It was done by a woman you know well. She's younger than you and is somehow connected to your son. It might be your daughter-in-law or a girl he had a relationship with on the side.
I don't know.
Tell me, please, where's your son now?
I don't see him.
I sensed that the mother and son didn't communicate because of his alcohol problems. But I didn't want to interfere with that as we came to help Natalia's family. We need to go back to Natalia's apartment and work on the spot where the earth was scattered.
A few minutes later, the psychics are climbing the stairs to Natalia's apartment.
Indeed, there was cemetery earth at this spot which bound a spirit to you. However, it wasn't taken from the grave of the woman you see, but from that of a child, a girl. She's fair-haired, around 7 or 8 years old. Have you, Natalia, seen her?
I had dreams of a girl. She has long hair, and she's blonde.
Do you know her?
No.
However, I had a strong feeling that there was still some connection between them. Perhaps even a blood connection.
This is astonishing. But who is that girl, and what happened to her?
I see her clutching her throat.
Yes, I asked her, "What's your name?" But she didn't answer and showed me this.
I feel that it's because her throat has been slashed with a knife. This little girl was brutally murdered.
But why do I see the woman in black?
Let us work in your home once more. At that moment, I had a vision of the woman in black when she was alive. She was walking down a sunny street, smiling and holding the girl's hand. It was the same spirit whose energy I felt at the apartment's door. The girl was talking to the woman and calling her Mom. The girl, the earth from whose grave was used against you, is the daughter of the black-haired woman. The woman's spirit is haunting you because of her daughter.
They were both murdered at the same time, next to you, around here. Who did it? Say it. A man with a knife. He's insane.
Remember, we were at the scene of a mother and daughter's murder this morning.
I see a little girl's body. She's lying on the ground. Her mother is next to her.
The spirits haunting Natalia are of the other woman and her daughter, but they too were brutally murdered many years ago, not far from the place where we were. Suddenly, I had a vision of the black-haired woman, a room, a New Year's tree. They were setting the table together. Then a man burst into the house. He had a knife and he killed both the mother and the daughter. The spirits of the mother and daughter rested on the other side until someone decided to hire a fortune teller to curse you. They went to the girl's grave.
Someone went there, took some earth, performed a ritual, and brought it to you to kill you and your children.
The only thing that surprises me is that the fortune teller chose the grave randomly. But working with you, I feel that you and the girl are connected by something more significant than this curse. It felt like they were related.
But I couldn't understand why then. Neither I nor Kayal never sensed the presence of that girl. Why did we only see the enraged spirit of her mother, but not her?
I don't know how to explain it, but I have a feeling that this girl is still alive.
The girl's spirit is here.
Could it be inside me?
Yes.
Gosh, it's sickening.
This is unbelievable. Is this really true?
The spirit of the murdered girl has reincarnated into Natalia's child she was carrying. However, there was a feeling that she herself had offered the dead girl to do this. All because of your words. It appears you yourself told her you'd be a new mom for her.
She appeared in my dreams. I stood and said, "Let's be mother and daughter. I want to have a daughter so much. Be my daughter."
Because of the curse, the girl's spirit was supposed to kill Natalia. However, the child didn't want to do it and appeared in her dreams every night to explain everything. Your words gave her a chance to be saved.
This is the first time we've encountered something like this in the entire history of the project.
The girl appeared in your dreams only until you offered to become your daughter. And then...
She ceased coming.
Exactly. You truly can become her mother. At that moment, I understood what my book had been telling me since the beginning of the investigation. The child left on the doorstep is alive. Natalia's child has 2 mothers. The spirit of the murdered mother keeps coming because she feels her daughter's energy in this home, but she doesn't see her. She thinks you stole her. That's why she's been attacking you.
Of course, every mother, whether alive or in the afterlife, will do everything to get her child back. But we had to save Natalia from the attacks and constant presence of the ghost. You can only negotiate with her.
I know what I need to tell her.
Khayal Alekperov begins the ritual of opening a portal, while Olena Kurilova summons the spirit of the woman.
Please forgive those who did you wrong. I didn't want anything bad to happen to your child. I wanted to have a daughter so much. She appeared to me in my dreams. I didn't know who she was. I didn't mean to take her from you. I promise she will be with me. I will love her. I will love her and protect her. Forgive me if I did anything wrong to you. Please, let her be with me. Don't take her away.
After these words, the woman's spirit wept. She understood she couldn't take her daughter back. But she felt that her child would be in safe hands and with a loving mother.
Natalia, the spirit believes you. This woman will no longer bother you. And she also promised that you and all your children will be under her protection.
I'm so grateful for your help.
A few months after the investigation, we decided to contact Natalia to find out how her life had changed.
Thank God everything is fine now. We don't see anything strange anymore. I'm happy Khayal and Olena came to help me. They really helped me a lot.
And the most amazing thing is that the last ultrasound showed that Natalia is indeed pregnant with a girl.
I'll finally have a daughter. I've already bought a stroller. Her name will be Amelia.
The mother's spirit haunts her little son. And after her every visit, the boy finds himself in deadly danger. Don't miss out. Does the late mother really want to take her son to the other world? This is Ivan Malaman. He's 8 years old and he's from Ukraine. He's in 3rd grade and wants to be president. However, the boy's family are afraid to have hopes for such a distant future, as recently something has been happening to Ivan, after which he finds himself one step away from death.
When he's sick, it's never a mere cold or flu or bronchitis. If he's ill, it's always something grave.
Ivan's mother died last year from lung cancer. His father left his family even before the boy was born, and so his aunt raises him, and she's extremely worried about him.
I don't know what to do and where to go.
It all started last year. At night, while Ivan was sleeping in his room, the wardrobe suddenly fell on him.
It fell. I don't get how it happened. He broke both his arms.
How is it possible that the wardrobe that had been in the room for years suddenly fell on the child? The boy claims that he saw a dark silhouette in his room right before it happened.
It was a woman. She was calling me somewhere, but I refused to go with her.
No sooner had the boy recovered from the incident when another misfortune that almost killed him happened to him.
Ivan had salmonellosis.
Salmonellosis is an inflammatory condition affecting the intestines. A patient becomes dehydrated.
Immediately after the treatment ended, the boy's life was in danger again. This time, he had meningitis.
Meningitis causes inflammatory changes in the membranes, covering the brain and spinal cord. It can cause loss of consciousness and spasms. In extreme cases, it may be lethal.
The boy was saved. The boy's family say the incidents began last year, after Ivan's mother passed away. But the most peculiar thing is that before every injury or illness, Ivan sees his late mother in his dreams.
He said he'd seen his mom in a dream. I asked what was in it. He said she grabbed him and ran.
I heard Mom calling me. When I closed my eyes, I saw her somewhere around.
Recently, the late Olha has also begun haunting Victoria in her dreams.
I had a dream of Olha walking along the hall and going outside. She took Ivan and sat down on the stairs with him. She hugged him and told him something, but I didn't hear what she was saying.
She tried to tell me something, but I couldn't hear her.
Victoria fears that the boy's mother is trying to take him to the world of the dead, and the next time, they can be too late to save Ivan.
I beg the psychics to come and help me. They are my last hope.
Clairvoyant Olena Kurilova and Molfar Olena Stetsenko undertook to help Ivan.
I had a dream. There was a strange room and fire started burning on its floor, closing a circle. And in the middle of the circle, there was this boy. He was tracing his finger along the floor, and the flames made numbers, looking like 16 and 76.
I see a man next to the boy. The man has his face covered with cracks. And I see embers glowing through the cracks. He's by the child all the time, and he puts the boy's life in danger.
What do the psychic's eerie visions mean? What is threatening the boy's life? Ivan's aunt and the boy himself meet clairvoyants in the park not far from their home. The boy often goes for a walk there.
Hello? I've been looking forward to meeting you. I prayed. I wanted you to come and help us so much.
I need to check through these stones if he's got a connection with the world of the dead. Close them in your hand.
I'm scared.
I saw a large black raven flying over Ivan. Then it vanished.
Ivan, can I have the stones? They're ice cold. It only happens when somebody is surrounded by a dead person's energy.
I feel a scent. It's a perfume with citrus notes.
It's Mom's perfume. It smells like oranges.
It turned out that Ivan feels the scent of his late mother's perfume almost every day. And at night, she visits him in his dreams, which provokes new challenges for the 8-year-old boy.
What was your mom's name?
Olha.
She's worried about money. She fears you may not have enough to raise him.
Olha was a sales assistant at a clothing store. Unfortunately, her private life didn't go well, and so she raised her son alone. She dedicated her life to his welfare.
She was young and beautiful. I want my mom back.
Death took Olha too soon. She was only 28.
This is Mom and me. She holds me next to the Christmas tree. She gave me this race car as a New Year present. It reminds me of her.
I told Olha, you won't die, you will live. I was sure she would live a long life, but it happened the other way round.
Ivan, go play.
Did you treat her like your daughter?
I had a custody over her.
Victoria's life wasn't easy. She doesn't remember her father, and her mother died. Her both elder brothers married and lived separately, and so Victoria stayed alone with 3 younger siblings. Back then, she was adult, so she became a guard for her younger brother and sisters.
It was hard, very hard. Olha helped me, and I could rely on her.
While we were sitting on the bench and Ivan was playing on the playground, I noticed Olha's spirit behind the boy.
You know, Olha is trying to tell him something, but she can't.
Ivan's mother was weeping. She begged, "Help me. I don't want his death. Not me."
Olha's spirit showed me a bizarre picture. She was sitting at a table in a room and a dog attacked her. But the dog wasn't alive. It was burning with flames. The dog. Before her death, Olha saw the flaming dog.
Yes, Ola saw it in her dreams. She said, "There's this big dog. It's sitting and looking at me with its large eyes. I saw fire."
It often happens that before someone dies in their dreams, they're visited by angels of death or their assistants, which are called guides. And the flaming dog was one of such guides. They can take up any form. They show the dying person the way to the other world.
It's terrifying, but the boy said he'd seen the flaming dog in his dream the other night.
Did the dog drag you somewhere?
Yes, the dog was barking and biting me. It was flaming. And it had red eyes.
I was shocked to hear what Ivan told us. It meant he could die any moment.
Olena, what is it?
Don't approach me, don't approach me. Take Ivan away. I saw the black raven again. It had red eyes like flames. It was a spirit. I felt hatred, anger, and at the same time, unbearable suffering. And that was it. Then the vision ended abruptly.
Olha's spirit was whispering to me, "This spirit visited me, and now it's haunting my son. Save my child."
Being in the other world, Olha did everything she could to protect her child from what had killed her.
There is some kind of secret. It's connected with Olha. I see pictures. I see a building. It's tall. It's an apartment building, and its walls are white and blue.
This is where I live.
We must go there.
Oh, my goodness.
The green grass is burning.
It's unusual, as it had rained in the morning, and the ground remained damp.
When I turned around, I was struck. For a heartbeat, I saw Victoria's face and body burning too. She was shrouded in flames.
We noticed that Victoria felt unwell and started trembling.
I don't know why I'm trembling. I can't explain it.
But the strangest thing of all was that Victoria remembered she'd experienced something similar in the morning before the psychics arrived. And then, for some reason, wallpapers started burning in her apartment.
This morning, the wallpaper in the kitchen caught fire. I don't know why. There was nobody in the kitchen.
They noticed and extinguished the fire in time. Could it be a mere coincidence?
I feel the smell of burning again.
And again, everybody felt the specific scent. It was coming from the outside.
The van is on fire.
Oh, God.
Don't approach it.
It can't be real. The engine of the van in which the psychics had arrived started burning suddenly. Luckily, the driver was nearby, and he extinguished the fire. The vehicle had no apparent damage to it. Nobody knows what caused it.
It's got something to do with fire. It's terrifying. Ivan is in real danger. I see the boy. His back is on fire.
We were shocked. It turned out that a few weeks before, a power outage happened in the apartment where Ivan and his aunt live. They burned candles, but one of them suddenly fell on the boy's back. His clothes caught fire. Fortunately, they extinguished the fire quickly.
Fire. It's been haunting your bloodline, your family.
A man's spirit emerged behind Victoria. He was whispering to me that he'd been killed by fire. He embraced Victoria and said, "She and I are one."
I had a feeling of something close by behind me.
I saw a grave and green trees around it. It was a large stele.
It's my uncle. He's got a large tombstone. It's gray. He crashed while driving a tanker truck, and he burned alive.
Victoria and Olha's late uncle, Victor, died tragically when he was 30. On his way back from work, his tanker truck overturned and started burning. The door got blocked, and the driver, unable to get out of the vehicle, burned alive.
Let's go to the cemetery, quick. We need to see your uncle's grave. You're trembling terribly. What is this?
When the Molfar began tuning in, the magic bouquet in her hands suddenly burned. The psychic barely extinguished the fire.
Suddenly, when I turned to Victoria, I saw flames on her shoulders. It was a vision. It looked like she was the fire herself. And another odd thing was that whenever something burned nearby, she began trembling.
During the investigation, something burned whenever Victoria was near or she was nervous. It couldn't be a coincidence.
The fire starts every time she's nervous, anxious, or angry. Something strange happened on this grave.
It's been unearthed. It was unsealed. When somebody is buried, a priest reads a prayer over the grave to seal it. It is done so the spirit of a dead person doesn't harm the living. When you come to a sealed grave, it's got an energy dome over it. But there was none over Victor's grave. It's been unsealed.
My grandpa and another uncle unearthed it. Because Grandpa had bad nightmares.
After he was buried, the dead son began haunting his father, asking him to bring him his favorite suit. The man didn't hesitate to go to the cemetery to unearth the grave and put the suit in it.
When the dead visit their relatives in their dreams, asking them for something, they shouldn't unearth the grave and open up the casket. It's enough to put the things on top of the grave.
Was it when you were born?
Yes.
It turned out that Victoria was born on the day when her grandfather unearthed her uncle's grave. But how is it connected to the fire that's following her everywhere?
You were named after the man who burned in the tanker truck.
Yes.
Victor, Victoria.
When parents name their child after their late relative, they bind the child's energy to that of the dead person.
But in case with Victoria, something absolutely incredible happened. The newborn girl was named after her deceased uncle, and on the day when she was born, his grave was unsealed. Because of this, the dead man's spirit was free to roam the world.
The spirit possessed her, it recreated itself in her.
Each time Victoria has an emotional outburst, the spirit bound to her feels it, and fire starts burning. The reason is that her uncle died in fire. You need to ask a priest how to seal the grave and have a remembrance service at the church. Thus, you'll protect yourself and your name.
And then I realized who was the man I'd seen next to Yvonne while I was working with the photo. It was Victoria and Olha's uncle. However, he wasn't the spirit. That took the life of the boy's mom and is now trying to kill him.
When we were at the cemetery, I heard a female voice calling, "See the numbers, see the numbers." And I saw a woman. Wait. She's sitting on a chair holding a board on her lap. There's something written on it. Let me see it. Light the fire. I clearly saw 76. What does 76 mean in your life?
It's the number of my apartment.
Wait up, what does 16 mean?
On the 4th floor in the next block,
there's apartment 16.
Yes, a woman from there died in fire. A young woman.
As it turned out, the tragedy occurred 2 years ago. A couple lived in the apartment number 16. The man was jealous of his partner and strangled her. And then, to cover up the traces of the murder, he set the apartment on fire. The woman and Yvonne's mom were best friends.
I felt fear and guilt emanating from Olha's spirit. And these feelings emerged whenever she thought of the apartment 16. We need to see it, or at least approach the apartment in which the woman burned. But first, I'd like to check your apartment.
I'm going to that other apartment to see what's there.
I see Olha.
This is her room.
May I come in? I have a feeling of very strong pain. She died here. Give me Olha's portrait. What are you trying to tell me, Olha? I hurt. I won't forgive you. She's not forgiven. By a fiery spirit. Could it be the woman who burned? What was Olha doing? What's the board for?
I have no idea what it's for.
It's a board for summoning spirits.
She summoned spirits.
These are Victoria's bothers, Alexander and Pavlo. They've just come back from work. They say they saw Olha summon spirits with the board many times.
I won't forgive Olha. I hurt.
Who says that?
The one she summoned. Let's find Olena. What's there? Tell me.
I was where the woman had burned, and her spirit said, I won't forgive. I hurt.
I saw a spiritism ceremony. She conducted it. And the woman, she's restless. She was disturbed before 40 days passed. She involuntarily disturbed the spirit. The raven I saw all the time, the one that was flying over the boy in circles, wishing for revenge, was the spirit of Olha's late friend. Disturbing a spirit before the 40 days after a person's death pass means bringing it an ordeal. The spirit can't rest then, and it hurts badly.
The spirit is avenging, trying to take away the child. Because Ivan is Olha's child, her blood runs in him.
Give me water from your house, bring it here, and I'll put a protection spell. Stand over here. Yvonne, come over here. Let me wash your face.
How are you? How do you feel?
I'm fine.
It's such a relief. Thank you. Thank you for coming and helping us.
It's unbelievable. Due to the failed magic ritual, the woman condemned herself and her child to death. Fortunately, the psychics prevented one more tragedy from happening.